Hi, in this video I'll help you get to know your car a little better. At the end of this video I've put together a straightforward infographic that summarizes all the key points. Like, subscribe and comment below. It really helps.
The dreaded check engine light. It's a sight that can make any driver's stomach drop. But if you're a Chevy owner and you're seeing the code B1035, don't panic. In this explainer, we're going to decode that message and give you a super clear, step-by-step guide to figure out exactly what's going on with your car.
We've all been there, right? That little light pops on and your mind immediately jumps to the worst-case scenario. It feels like your car is speaking a different language. But here's the good news. This code isn't a total mystery. It's a message. And today, we're going to be your translator.
So first things first, let's figure out where this message is even coming from. You can think of it as a little status update from the central computer that's running your whole vehicle.
Your car has what's called an electronic control unit, or ECU. Just think of it as your car's brain. It's the command center, and it's constantly keeping an eye on everything. And when it detects something that's not quite right, it sends out a little flag, a diagnostic trouble code, or DTC, to get your attention. In our case, that flag is code B1035.
So what does this technical jargon, signal high time, them, maximum, actually mean? Well, in plain English, it means that during its routine startup checks, the ECU is seeing a voltage signal that's sticking around for longer than it's supposed to. It's kind of like your computer taking forever to boot up. The ECU sees that delay, flags it as an error, and boom, the check engine light comes on.
Okay, so now that we know what it is, let's get into the important part, why it's happening, and, of course, how to fix it. We're going to lay out a clear diagnostic roadmap for you to follow. This gives us a great bird's-eye view of the potential culprits. As you can see, the causes range from some pretty serious-sounding electrical issues all the way down to something as simple as your tire pressure. We're going to dig into each one, but the key here is to always start with the easiest fixes first.
And that's exactly where our diagnostic funnel comes into play. The idea is simple. We start at the top with the easiest, cheapest, and most common checks. Then, we methodically work our way down to the more complex possibilities. It's all about saving you time and money.
All right, let's jump right into that funnel, starting with those simple fixes. I think you might be surprised by what you can often check and solve all by yourself.
First up in the electrical department, you've got two main suspects. Either you have a voltage issue, maybe from a faulty alternator that's sending the wrong amount of juice to the ECU, or there's too much load on a circuit because of damaged wiring. Either way, the ECU gets confused by the weird signals and throws up that error code.
But let's say you've checked all the wiring and everything looks perfectly fine. What if the root of this very electronic-sounding error code isn't even under the hood? Okay, get ready for this because it's a weird one. Believe it or not, a very common culprit for this high-tech error code could be something as low-tech as your tire pressure. I know, it sounds crazy, but it's a known quirk where one system can unexpectedly throw another one out of whack.
And the solution is right there, plain and simple. Before you spend a dime on a mechanic or any diagnostic tools, just go check your tire pressure. This 5-minute check could literally be the entire fix. It's the perfect example of why we always start with the easy stuff first.
Okay, so you've checked your tires, you've inspected the wiring, and you've tested the voltage. But that pesky light is still on. Well, now it's time to consider the final possibility at the bottom of our diagnostic funnel. If you've truly ruled out everything else and that light is still staring back at you, then it's time to consider the last resort, the ECU itself. It is possible that the car's brain is faulty and needs to be replaced. Now, this is usually the most expensive fix, which is exactly why we save it for dead last. So let's put this all together. Here is your clear, straightforward action plan to tackle code B1035 and finally get that check engine light turned off.
Here it is, your step-by-step guide. Number 1, and I can't say it enough, check your tire pressure. It's easy, it's free, and it might be the solution. Step 2, give the wiring a good visual inspection for any obvious damage. Step 3, check the vehicle's voltage to make sure the electrical system is stable. And only after you've done all that, if the code is still there, do you move on to step 4 and consider an ECU issue.
So the next time that check engine light comes on, try not to see it as a disaster. See it as a message. You now have the knowledge to decode what your car is trying to tell you and take control of the situation. Thanks for joining this explainer, and happy driving.